Right then, so we're all on lockdown, and I've been trying to do how to tour on your breakout video for ages, so this has given me the right excuse to get in the garage, tinker with the FXSB, and show you the tour mode. Now, then anybody tells you that you need a glide or one of these big chuff-off things to actually go touring on, talking shit. Because I can do it on my Sportster. There she is. And I also do it on my breakout. So if you actually go through my videos, you'll see that I've been all over the goddamn place on my breakout. So I'm going to show you how I set it up, what I put on, and just generally just a few tips on that. So one pretty semi-standard FXSB. It's got no crazy mods or big turbos, superchargers, or fancy exhausts, or stage 1 bloody filters on it, or anything else like that. Just nice and loud, pretty standard, apart from the bull bars. You don't need those big ass bars to go touring on. Don't worry about that. So we're pretty standard. So the first thing that I would change to tour is the seat. That, although it's modified, is based on a standard FXSB sized seat. So I'll show you the difference between that and a touring sundowner seat. That, my little beauties, is a sundowner seat for the breakout. And this is the standard size seat for the breakout. As you can see, it's got a slight bit rounder and a lot wider. It's also just a little bit deeper. Yes. The back profile's slightly deeper as well. So you sit, rather than just kind of like, just sat on that, aren't you? You sit in that one, look. Ooh, they're sticking on the bike. So that's the sundowner actually on. And as you can see, it's nearly as wide as your bloody tank. Yeah. And it's nice and deep as well to sit in. So that actually keeps you in, keeps you comfy. It's a beaut. So next onto the back seat. Now, what do you need a back seat for touring for if you're on solo? Now, the back seat originally comes to about there. This one has been hired to give you a backrest. There is an alternate to that as well. I'll show you. This beauty is the sundowner touring seat, which again has a decent backrest to keep you in your seat. It's also got a bigger footprint on the back. Now, you might be just touring solo, so you might not need that for a pillion. It's great for a pillion, mind, but I use it to put a backpack on, and I'm going to show you what I do with that in a bit. There you go. That's that big ass on. So you can see, look, nice for your back to go up against when you're sat in there. It is beauty. I tell you, it is a beauty. If you're out day tripping, ideal. Always have a bag. End of the day, that's an iron horse. And on a horse, you've got saddlebags. Get a saddlebag. It's ideal. You can put, I don't know, puncture repair kit in there, spare plug leads, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Now, if you go in for a long distance, this kit is going to be essential. Basically, this is for big side bags that you can actually get that specifically fit the breakout. But it's also docking station for the sissy bar, which you're going to need as well. One quick release sissy bar. Do it. So these things dock on the inside of those lugs. See? And it just kind of quick snaps in. But just be careful with your paintwork when you do it. So when you're releasing this and you want to take it off, flip them, but take it off slowly that way, so you don't mark your paint or the paint on the sides there. Quick tip for these sundowner seats: the pan will, if somebody sits on it, mark your paintwork. This, the weight that's on there will mark your paintwork around here. and under here as well. Yo! So I use some toolbox matting. Basically just fit it into them holes. Obviously it doesn't go past there. And then I seat that on top. There you go, look. Sits on it. Nicely. Yeah, you probably do want the belt that goes over there as well, that fastens to the bottom of here. I haven't put it on for illustration purposes though. Ignore the dust, I actually ride my bike. When you put these saddlebags on, or side bags, whatever you want to call it, bit of black tape. It's not pretty, but it'll protect the frame or the swing arm. Every so often it's a good thing to take that side bag off. I'll show you why. Look at the crap that stores underneath there. And these are your saddlebags, side bags, or whatever you want to call them. Got a decent mounting kit. There's a bottom mount. Not exactly lockable, really. Let's have a look. No, they're not lockable. And I warn you now, they're not waterproof. So if you do put anything in there, make sure it's in a bag. They don't hold the most stuff either. It's not exactly massive, look. Get a couple of jumpers and some food or something in there. That's about it, really. They are official Harley-Davidson ones. You can get CVO ones that have got patterns on and things, which are pretty tasty. Now, to fit them, you're going to use these lugs and this bottom bracket here. To basically just sit them on, sit it in down there, and then whack it in place. And then lock them on. Done. Look at that, rock hard. So you're pretty much now ready to talk like a slag. Yeah, don't look the best, does it? So I've got a few other tips and tricks which aren't part of the chassis or anything like that. The first one, which I find is essential. 1.5 inch riser blocks. Oh yeah. Just gives you that little bit of lift. Bit more comfy. You're not leant all the way forward. You can actually sit back slightly. Just gives you that little bit more. The headlight is pony, let's be honest, it's shit. So I don't know if you can see in there, but instead of putting, oh my God, look at the rust. Oh no! Ah. Yeah, so water's got in there. That needs all coming off and bloody cleaning. Anyway, besides the rust, that's an LED bulb. I find them a lot better than using daymakers. A daymaker just throws the pattern out all over the road, whereas that, just a whole bulb, brilliant. If you wanted to go extreme, you can get a windscreen. This is a 19-inch sport screen that will fit the Breakout. Quick release as well, look. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Just make sure when you put it on that there's nothing stuck on the rubbers. Yep. Oh, look at that. Now we're looking pro. Windscreen, bags. Oh, it's a bloody glide, mate. It's a glide. What are you doing? Oh. It's not too high, that, 19-inch. It's all right. Right, we're on backpacks. I use a Harley-Davidson one just because I'm a bit anal like that. You know what it's like. But it's for this strap at the back here. And for that loop there. Because on my Sportster, just bear with me, I use it on the sissy boy, you see, yes. Whereas on this, I can still use that. So that's if you're solo touring. Backpack goes on there. Even if it's not full, fill it with something comfy at the front here. Because that is perfect for leaning back on, just to give yourself a bit of rest. You've got that bit of a lumbar support there, and you've got that backrest there from when you just kind of like sat in traffic or just cruising, just want to sit back slightly. What I will say is though, across here and around there, bungee cord it on securely. I use that to start with and then bungee it on. Job's a good one. Now those that watch my survival series or playlist on my channel with the FXSB will seen me reviewing and trying out tyres. Avon Cobra Chromes is what I use, but I'm only going to look at the back wheel for touring. Now, your standard crap tyre that comes on the Breakout, especially the FXSB, is good for 3,000 miles. That's why it's good for 3,000 miles, because some bright sparked when they designed this tyre. Decided to put that right in the middle of a 240mm wide tyre. So if you are going long distance, that's about as good as it's for. If you're going long distance, probably schedule in a stop for a new tyre somewhere you're going, or scrap it, go for a better tyre. As you can see, from the dirt on there, the Breakout sits in the middle. So it wears too much on a standard. Whereas on them, all it is just rubber down the middle. And I like it or love it, I'm not bothered. I'm gonna get 6,000 to 7,000 miles out of that. So I know if I'm gonna go long touring, long distance touring, I'm sorted. Because your wear's there like that. So change your back tyre if you're going long distance. Right then, hope that helps. I know there's quite a lot of money's worth of bloody HD shit there to put on one, but you can tour on an FXSB. So if your heart's set on one, you love it because it's the old classic Harley custom drag look. But you want to go touring and everybody's telling you got to get a Heritage or a Glide or one of these other touring Ramel things. I'm not knocking them. They've got a purpose. But if you want that FXSB and you want to tour, you can. I've shown you. Do it! If you like the content, there's plenty more coming. Check out my other playlists. Get subscribed, baby. Right then, so I've dragged the bike out into the sun. Give you a quick wander around it. See what you reckon. Full tour mode activated. Oh yeah, no stopping the FXSB. Let's ride. Just because I'm badass. Got these Reinhardts on, slip-ons. I'm gonna fire this bad boy on.